Hey guys, Matt Wicker with Chatley Marine. Today we're going to take a look at a 2025 Bulls Bay 200 center console. If you're in the market for a budget-friendly deep V center console, keep watching this video. For anyone who's not familiar with the Bulls Bay brand, they're built in Walterboro, South Carolina, and built by Carolina Composites, which is the same company that builds Pioneer boats and Avenger Bay boats. The Bulls Bay lineup is built by the same people in the same building, using all the same engines and many of the same components. They build the Bulls Bay lineup for those customers who want a quality built boat at an economical price. Here's a quick look at some of the specs. Before climbing in the boat, we'll talk about the hull. This hull has been tested and tried. It's been in use for over 25 years. Carolina Composites purchased the hull from Triton Boats, and it was previously built as the 195 center console Triton. It's got a very shallow draft of only 15 inches, but yet is a great riding boat with an 18-degree dead rise. Climbing in the boat, we'll start at the bow. You'll notice this boat does have the optional bow cushion with bow backrest. These are going to make your time on the water much more enjoyable. It's going to give you a comfortable place to ride with your family and friends, or put kids up there. They can put their back up against the backrest and stretch their feet out. In addition to those seating, there is a standard seat in front of the console, which is comfortable for up to 2 adults. On the days when you're not hanging out on the water fishing, you've got a huge bow casting deck up here, plenty of room to work, throw cast net, fish off the front. And in addition to that, when you lift this front hatch up, you do have an insulated fish box with a drain in it. And notice the attention to detail. Even though this is an economical boat, they don't skimp on their fit and finish. All the lids are finished. They're not plastic lids. There's a lip around the storage box, as well as a drain. So we'll shut this down. You'll see the trolling motor pre-wire, which is a recommended option. You got a pull-up cleat at the bow, and then when this lifts up, you've got a huge space to store your anchors. You'll also see recessed grab rails, so they're not going to interfere with throwing cast nets. Additional pop-up cleat, and then when you're not hanging out again, this console seat does fold down, and just look how much room it gives you in the bow of the boat to work. Storage, they have an additional storage box in the floor. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy, but I want to open this up. It's an enormous storage area in the floor. And again, pointing out that although this is a economical value boat, they don't skimp on the quality. So you've got a lid here with a lip, so any water that hits this is going to run into that drain, and the drain isn't just going to drain into your storage, it's plumbed out. So although this is a value boat, they don't skimp on the quality. Moving to the back of the boat, you can see how far that recessed grab rail goes. You'll also see this boat has the optional stereo, Clarion stereo with 4 speakers, and also notice just how deep this boat is. For a 20-foot boat, I just can't get over how deep and how tall the gunnels are. Climbing in it, you really have to sling your leg over the side and kind of fall into the boat. Moving to the back, you will see you have in-gunnel rod storage for 3 rods on each side, cup holders by the rear seats, and rod holders on either side. Moving to the back deck, you'll see the full bench seat across the stern, plenty of room for 3 or 4 adults to ride comfortably with the cushions in place. In addition, you've got a swim platform that's optional that extends if you're going to be doing tubing, skiing, allows you an easy way to get on and off the boat. With the cushions removed, your big casting deck on the back, and we'll take a look at all these boxes. Again, notice the finish on the lids. They're not raw finished. They are completely finished lids. You can see the dual battery setup in the stern compartment. In the center compartment, one of my favorite things about this boat is the size of the live well. It is enormous. It's 36 inches wide and super deep. Try to put my knee in there. I think it goes all the way above. Oh yeah, it goes above my knee. That's how deep it is. So plenty of room for your bait, and if you're not fishing, great place to store things you want to keep cool. It is insulated, so you can put ice in there and use it as a cooler. And then on the port side, another dry box. I also want to point out something that's unique to this boat. You'll see that lip, the drain that runs the length of the boat, which is really nice for cleaning the boat. If you take on water, feed it and gonna get wet, it's gonna drain all the way down that channel into the floor drains, which then again it's a self-bailing cockpit. It'll just dump out the side. This is the standard leaning post in the 200 center console. Very nice seat. It's got a fold down footrest, 4 rocket launchers off the back, comes with a cooler underneath the seat, and then there's storage, just lifts up. A great place to store things underneath the seat. Taking a look at the console, it is standard with a compass. Great storage area here with Bulls Bay logo embossed on the top. We'll open it up and there's a padded storage compartment with a USB charger for your phone, cameras, anything like that. Console, plenty of room to mount up to a 12-inch display or 2 9s. That's what most of our customers will do. Standard with a Suzuki tachometer with systems check gauge, fuel gauge, nice switch layout that's well labeled. Hydraulic steering is a standard feature. We upgrade to the 150 on most of our boats, so it's going to have the C-Star hydraulic steering. Again, we talked about the Clarion stereo that we choose to get on our boats. It's an optional feature. Sounds great. An additional USB and MP3 port. Cup holders mounted on the console in perfect reach. You do have a little glove box here and dry storage there. And the nice touch with the SeaDeck pad at the bottom of the console. Continue to look at the console. You do have LED floor lights on each side of the console. And open the console door. Great place to put a porta potty or store your gear. I'm 6 foot 260 and I can get down in there no problem. If you do the trolling motor pre-wire, you'll see where that kind of comes out right there. As far as power goes on the 200cc, we used to sell this boat with a 140 and it would run over 40 mile an hour with a 140, but now we're starting to stock the boat with a 150. It does a phenomenal job even with a boatload of people. No problem, plenty of power. Anybody who wants to do some water sports has got that power also. We also have started selling this boat with a tandem axle trailer. It's borderline for the single axle and it just looks a lot better with the tandem, so we've started doing it. One last look at the 2025 Bulls Bay 200 center console. If you're in the market for a new Bulls Bay or any other center console, before you make a buying decision, please give me a call. Matt Wicker at Chatley Marine, 919-775-7259. I'd love to speak with you, answer any questions you may have, and try to save you some money in the process. Thanks for watching. Again, Matt Wicker, Chatley Marine, 919-775-7259.